Welcome to Growing Through Tragedy, experiencing life's challenges from an empowered perspective. This is Leon Morton. This podcast is brought to you by the Belief Hack Brainery. And this podcast is created to provide hope, potential insight, and resources for people that are struggling when life hits them in the face, when things catch them off guard, and when you go through a tragedy in your experience here on your journey. I wanted to give just a little introduction to this session, basically a bonus section in the podcast series, so it doesn't really belong with the Diary of a Suicide Loss Survivor program. Actually, this session comes from the Belief Hack Brainery, which is a mobile app and an online resource school for personal growth and development and mental technologies that you can utilize for multiple purposes, for success psychology, for achievement, for character alteration, for stress management and health and relaxation and wellness, etc. So I don't really want to get into all the science behind the visualization aspects or the guided imagery aspects, but I did want to just preface this as to why I'm including it in this podcast series. It's a very effective exercise, and as you'll hear, this exercise is being done as though, can you hear that thunder? It's a beautiful day of rain here at the lodge, so I got the windows open and it's just awesome. This is a part of a 37-day mindfulness program. So the way that it's going to be delivered is as though it's for part of that program. But we can use this for areas in our lives where we've had struggle. I utilized it for sure for my recovery and well-being, and you can do the same. So at the point where you get down the stairs in this imagery session and you're just in a place of deep relaxation, that's where your unconscious is very suggestible. And I would recommend that you utilize this practice for your recovery and for growing through tragedy in a way that would sound something like this. You can utilize imagery, which will be very helpful for you to overcome very stressful situations. You would visualize yourself going through the experience that you are going through, but you're going to visualize it as though you're watching yourself on a movie screen or you're watching yourself from third party. So you're outside of yourself watching you go through the process. So maybe you're observing yourself when a wave of emotion hits you and you're just really sad, and you see yourself in that space, see your physiology. Maybe you're crying, maybe you're weeping. The sorrow is real, and it's okay to feel those emotions in your visualization. It's best to do so, actually. And then what you want to do is see yourself possibly practicing the mindfulness exercise in the second episode, where you are just being calm, still, and open to the sensory experience of whatever thoughts and emotions are coming. But you're not attaching to them. And you can watch yourself as you make this mental movie of you going through this wave of emotion where it hits you out of the blue, because it's going to over and over again. And when it does, you can actually prepare or prep yourself to respond in a better way. And maybe that is simply to observe that that's what's happening. You don't attach to those thoughts or emotions. You don't have to nurture them and continue to keep it alive so that it's just tearing you up inside. You see yourself handling it in the way that you want to handle it when it comes. And this becomes a repetition. It's a practice. And it's as though in this state where your brain and your mind is very susceptible, your brain doesn't know the difference between a very vividly imagined thought and or an actual perception from the outside of our existence, from the outside of our being. And because of that, it literally then creates mental plasticity where your body, your brain, literally rewires towards that as though that was a legitimate experience that you had. And that gives you more options the next time a wave of emotion hits you, that you then have already seen yourself go through that, experienced it. Yes, it was painful, but you know what? It was over relatively quickly, and you see yourself handling it in just a very loving, kind way, being kind to yourself, being loving to yourself. And then you get up and you move on and you go about your day. And it's not this thing then that holds on to you, and it's not this thing then that just drags on you all day long. It's a very powerful experience, a very powerful practice. So my recommendation is, in this episode where you're learning and you're going to hear me talk about when you're down in that place of deep relaxation, now you can do some mental rehearsal of the achievement of something that you want to work on, maybe something you want to do better in a relationship or something you want to do better in a performance. You can also use it seeing yourself handling hard moments of emotional waves and handling it without making the attachment, without making it mean anything, without continuing to nurture those painful feelings, but to let the feelings come and to let the feelings go. So I hope that makes sense to you, and try to do that when you do this practice. I think it'll be very helpful for you. Welcome to day 10 of Mindfulness Towards Successful Living. Today, we are going to do a very special session, and this session is going to be with the intent, or our target objective, is to put you into a place of incredibly deep and peaceful relaxation. Allow your body to rejuvenate, allow your mind to calm and be still, and then to come out of this session revived and feeling peaceful but energized and ready to move on and have a fantastic day. So with that, this session is a session that you can do lying down or sitting, so get as comfortable as you like. I should tell you, if you lie down, the odds are that it's pretty possible that you could fall asleep, so just be aware of that. Also, this is a session you're going to want to come back to, and the reason I say that is because this is a foundational exercise that is used in performance enhancement visualization. So when I used to work with the professional football team, I would do this session with the guys, and then we would go through guided rehearsals, so literal repetitions in their mind of the outcome that they were trying to better or to be more skilled at. And so you'll be able to utilize this as that first foundational exercise. The reason it works so well is because when you get into the alpha state, where you're just kind of dazed off before you fall asleep, or the theta state, which is very deep relaxation, your mind and your unconscious become very suggestible. So that is why skilled visualization practitioners will use this type of an exercise first to get the person's body calm and relaxed, their mind calm and relaxed, and then guide them through rehearsing whatever the outcome goal is. I've used this with people for relationship enhancement. They're having a difficult situation. They want to do better. They want to be proactive and do better in their part of that. So we put them into this deep relaxed state. We rehearse the better outcome, the behaviors that they want to see happen, and ultimately it empowers them. Also, neurologically, this position in this place where you are doing the rehearsals at this stage of deep relaxation is also been shown to instigate that neuroplasticity, where your brain starts to make new neuronal connections towards this new outcome. So it is a really, really good exercise, and it takes deep focus, so we're still going to be training our brain in focus, but at the end of the day, this session is all about you becoming deeply relaxed and then coming out of it with a feeling of refreshness and really unique energy for the day. So let's get started. Take a couple of deep breaths in through the nose, and out through the mouth. And let's start today's session and practice with our eyelids gently closed and looking up as though we are looking at the inside of our eyelids, and we're looking at the words and the letters that spell relax. Deep breath in. Exhale. And seeing the word relax. And as you do so, scan your body for sensation. And as you are, you're scanning for tension. And inhale, notice an area that might be tense. And exhale. And consciously make an effort and awareness to relax that area of the body. Just to let it release. In this practice, we're going to create a visualization of a stairwell in our minds. And as we are going to descend these stairs, with every step down that we take, our body and our mind is going to become more quiet, calm, still, and relaxed. Allow your body to become more still, more calm, and more relaxed. And it's as though your body is going to start feeling heavy. The gravity on you is going to pull, and you're going to feel your muscles relax, as though your body just starts to become more calm and warm and relaxed. Take a very detailed image of the stairwell that you are going to descend to get to this place of deep relaxation. Look in your mind at what the walls of the stairwell are made of. Are you in a structure? Is it outdoors? Is it like a wine cavern that you're going down? Do the walls have rocks and moss and flowers, vegetation? Are you inside of a structure? What do those walls look like? Identify what that looks like and be very clear. We want to use our submodalities, so we want to see very detailed. You want to hear the environment in your stairwell as you're by yourself there getting ready to descend. You want to smell and feel. Maybe you feel some moisture in the air. Maybe you feel a nice, cool, gentle breeze, whatever it is. And know that as we go through this exercise, that at any time in the future, you'll be able to come back to this stairwell, practice this exercise, and your body will respond with an instant stress relief response, and will put you in a place of deep relaxation and rejuvenation for your health and your well-being. As we step down onto each step, you're going to become more calm, more still, and more relaxed. So look down upon the first step and take a gentle breath in. And as you exhale, step down onto the 9th step. And with another gentle breath, step down onto the 8th step. And notice that your body starts to really feel more relaxed and more calm. With another gentle breath, let's step down onto the 7th step. And at this step, you're noticing now that your body is starting to feel a little heavy. Your arms and your legs are just feeling totally relaxed and still, and that really amazing heaviness feeling when you're just about to really hit deep relaxation even before you would fall asleep. It's a similar feeling, yet you're aware. Let's take a deep breath in, and as we step down onto the 6th step, exhale fully, step onto the 6th step, and allow your body just to enjoy the peace and the serenity of this stairwell. With another gentle breath, let's step down onto the 5th step. Your body completely still now. Your mind calming and being very peaceful and relaxed. And another gentle breath leads us to step down onto the 4th step. At this point, you can see the bottom of your stairwell, but you don't clearly make out if anything is there. You just see that the steps end. Let's take a gentle breath in, exhale, and step down onto the 3rd step. Your body is completely still now. Your muscles in your arms and legs feeling slightly heavy, feeling warm. It's as though you have a warm sensation that starts at the top of your scalp and flows down over your head and over your shoulders and down your arms and down your core and over your legs all the way down and out to the feet. And this feeling is just bringing peace, stillness, quiet, and relaxation. Now you see at the end of the steps, there's 2 more steps that we're going to descend, and as you look, you see it's as though it looks like a body of water. And you step down onto the 2nd step, peaceful, calm, still. Take this final step down to the 1st step, and you're standing on it, and it looks like water. Inhale and gently step into this water. Your body just floats, and you sink to the point where you're submerged right to your head, and you lay back into this feeling of relaxation, and the water holds you, and it's warm. It's just the perfect temperature. It's so comfortable. Now releasing all tension in your body because you're being held as you're floating there. Your breathing is gentle. All the sensation becomes still and quiet. What we want to do now is we want to take some incredibly deep, healing breaths. And we want to imagine that as we breathe in, it's as though a warm, glowing light is coming right into us as we breathe the oxygen into our bodies. And that goes through our whole entire body, and you see it kind of swirling through your body and exhaling. And as you do, it's exhaling all the stress. It's exhaling any malady. And it's leaving your cells rejuvenated as though they just were regenerated. And because we know that our cells do regenerate, it provides us a good visualization to instigate a feeling of health and well-being. Continue breathing gently and allowing that light to come in and to move through your body and then to move out. And in this position, I like to envision it coming in clean and clear, and then as though it's scrubbing the inside of my body, taking any malady, any stress, any negative feeling or negative energy that I have, that I'm holding. And as I exhale, I'm exhaling all of it. And you can see that that leaves a little darker than it came in, and you see that it's doing the work, it's cleansing. And we know that oxygen is vital for cleansing and healing in our body. So we take advantage of this opportunity to breathe gently as we're just floating, we're just relaxing, breathing in gently as deep as we can, exhaling fully, and then observing the body being rejuvenated. And we visualize this in our mind. This now becomes your place of escape. It's your place of serenity. It's a place where you can come back to at any time. The stairwell is yours. And when you descend the stairs, it takes you to this space of relief, of release, of focus. And knowing that when we go back and ascend, that we're going to be rejuvenated, revived, feeling incredible, and that we can do this anytime we want. Let's take one more minute here and just enjoy the experience of this peacefulness. Become acutely aware of any sensations that you're feeling. And take this moment to just breathe gently. Let's hone our attention back in on our breath. Another deep breath in. In through the nostrils, exhale out through the mouth. And as you do, you feel your body in this incredible floating feeling. And you now become aware that you're right near the bottom step. And as you look up the stairwell, you see the stairwell clearly. And we're going to begin to ascend, so you see yourself now stepping up onto that bottom step. And wow, your body feels incredible. You feel relaxed, yet strong, empowered. Take another healing breath in. Exhale and step onto that 9th step. And with each step as we ascend, we become more aware of our surrounding in the stairwell. The visualization is clear, and we become more invigorated with just an incredible feeling of being energized, taking this time for ourselves to just relax and unwind. How amazing that was. Step onto the 8th step. And with gentle inhalations and an exhalation, step up onto that 7th step. Take notice of what the environment looks like right now, what your stairwell looks like, any feelings about it, any sensations of sound that you associate with it. Maybe in the distance you hear some birds. Maybe you're hearing some gentle water. Any smells associated? A gentle breeze bringing in a smell of lavender. Take a deep breath and step up onto that next step. And now you're looking upwards towards the top of the stairwell, and you see 5 steps remaining. And our tempo is going to pick up slightly as we ascend. So with an inhale, you step up onto that 5th step. And your body starts to feel even more energized and more alert. And you step up onto the 4th step. And we step up onto the 3rd step, and now we see the top. And we know when we get to the last step, we're going to be right where we are, but feeling completely relaxed and calm and energized. Step up onto the second step. And now step up onto that last step, the first step. And go ahead and step one more step to wherever it puts you right now. And become aware of your surroundings, where you are currently in this moment. We took a little mental vacation. Our bodies feel incredible. We feel relaxed, calm, invigorated, and we can come back to this at any time. When you come back to this exercise, when you're there floating at the bottom of the stairs and your body's being rejuvenated and healed and wellness increased and all of the benefits that come from this type of an exercise, that's when you also can implement your mental rehearsal and achieve very powerful results. Let's take our last breath in, focusing on the inhalation for the duration, and completely through the exhalation, focusing on the sensation of breath in our body. Let's put a smile on our face, gently open our eyes, become aware of our visual field right now in this moment. Take notice of how you feel. Good job. And we'll see you here tomorrow for day 11 of mindfulness towards successful living. In the upcoming episodes, you will learn specific mental strategies and specific tools to implement to help cope in a tragedy of this sort. Many of these techniques are able to be used in a broad variety of life's situations and challenges, and we encourage you to utilize them wherever you see fit, where it can be helpful to you. If you are in a current situation of emergency or tragedy or deep loss and you're struggling, we encourage you to get professional help right away. Growing through tragedy, experiencing life's challenges from an empowered perspective, brought to you by the Belief Hack Brainery, and we'll talk to you on the next episode.